Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 best solo businesses in GTA Online in 2023. And also, please do remember to subscribe because I upload at least once every 2 to 3 days. So please, subscribe. Now, I've probably wasted enough of your time. Let's get into the video. Starting off at the number 5 slot, we have the Auto Shop. The main reason why this is on the list is because of the Union Depository contract. It takes about an hour for doing all of the setups and doing the finale, or all in total, could take you about an hour, and you get 300,000, which you can use completely solo. And if you could do like it with like no cooldown, there's no cooldown between it. This is actually a pretty damn good way to make money. And when you're driving around the map sometimes, exotic export vehicles can spawn around the map, and there's a total of 10 of these, and you get $20,000 for each one you deliver to the docks, which gives you an extra 200,000 if you do all of them, which is a pretty good side money as well, and it can be done completely solo as well. And we also have the customer vehicles, or the customer vehicles that you customize to how they want it, and then you deliver it to the customer, and you get, depending on what vehicle you deliver, you could probably get between like 20,000 and like 120,000. I'm not too sure, but you could still do this completely solo, and that's still another also like an awesome way to make money. And if you did want to customize your vehicles in your auto shop, the prices for every single thing is discounted, so you can save quite a bit of money customizing cars, and all of the paint jobs in the classic category are free. So at the same time, the auto shop can save you quite a bit of money, which is really good. Anyways, that's it for the number 5 slot. Let's move on to the number 4 slot. So in the number 4 slot, we of course have the Acid Lab. So the primary reason why this is on the list is because just of how good the business is and how much money it can make you. As you can see, right now I have full stock with like full upgrades and all that, and I have 335,000. And I get those things all completely solo. I get all the supplies solo. I can sell it all solo within really good sell missions. So you can get the Brickade 6x6, the vehicle by itself, for free if you do some missions, but then you would have to pay 750 grand if you want to get the business inside of it, which is totally worth it. And you could choose to pay another 250,000 if you want to get all of the upgrades inside of it to make it faster. But yeah, you can make so much money with this thing as a solo player. It's such a good business to have in 2023. So this business is definitely cheaper than some of the other businesses on this list. This is actually probably the cheapest on the list. So that is it for the Acid Lab. Let's move on to number 3. So in the number 3 slot, we have the Nightclub. So there's multiple ways you can make money with the Nightclub. The first method is making your popularity, increasing the popularity of your nightclub, and then you get money in your safe, which has a max capacity of $250,000, which is quite a bit for making money completely solo. And there's also the underground little illegal nightclub basement where you can hold a bunch of stock, and you can get quite a bit of money from it. I just sold all of mine recently, but you can get a lot of money from this. But yeah, you could just like call Johan. This should be like one of the last contacts on your phone right here. You can call him and then request some goods or something, then you go and steal them. There's a few more ways you can get crates in your nightclub, where you can hire some staff to acquire some crates for you, and you can select them from here what part you want them, or what kind of crates you want them to get for you. And these are connected to your MC businesses and some other businesses. So South American Imports is from the Coke lockup. Sporting Goods, not too sure. Organic Produce is from the Green Farm, and this is obviously the Counterfeit Cash Factory. So you can have other businesses that also make this business better, and they kind of tie in, which is really good. And then when it comes to selling all of your goods, you can sell it completely solo again, which is really good. And that is what we want. So the nightclub overall can make you some serious money. It is really essential to have a nightclub in 2023. Anyways, that's it for number 3. Let's move on to number 2. At the number 2 slot, we have the agency. So there are again multiple ways you can make money with the agency. So one of the first ways you can make money with the agency is the Dr. Dre contract. Probably will take you around an hour and a half to set up, to do all the setups for the Dr. Dre contract. And it will pay you at the end a total of $1 million. I know it says $2 million at the bottom, but that's because it's on double money this week. And you'll probably be getting more than 1 million, because if you're doing it for your first time, you'll probably be getting closer to 1.5 million because of all the rewards you get in between doing all of the other setups. But this is still a really good way to make money. It's an actual heist, like right under, maybe under the casino and the Cayo Perico heist. But this is still a really good way to make money in GTA Online. But I would say 99% of the people would still prefer to do the Cayo Perico heist. But that's okay, because there's still more ways to make money with the agency. So some of the other ways you can make money with the agency is you can call Franklin, and you can request what they call the security contract, which can basically be like a 5 to 15 minute mission, and you can get paid pretty well for it, probably somewhere in between 60 and 100,000, and that's pretty good. But there is a cooldown in between it, and during that cooldown, you can request payphone hit, which takes you probably at max like 5 minutes, and you get like $85,000 if you get the assassination bonus, which is 100% worth your time. And there's also a cooldown after you do that. So then after that, you could go back to a security contract. You could go back and forth, and if your cooldown is still not done yet, you could do the Dr. Dre contract. You could do those setup missions, and then you could do the finale and all that. So that is it for the number 2 slot. Let's move on to the number 1 slot. At the number 1 slot, we of course have the Kasetka. And I'm betting you 99% of you guys know why this is on the list. And it is of course because of the Cayo Perico heist. The Cayo Perico heist is the best way to make money in GTA Online as of 2023. And it is also can be ran completely solo, and you have to pay 25 grand to set it up. But this is by far the best way in the entire game to make money in GTA Online. And if you're a solo player and you want to find the best way to make money as a solo player, it is of course the Cayo Perico heist. If you have even friends and you want to find the best way to make money, the Cayo Perico heist. And it also can kind of somewhat being asides from the Cayo Perico heist. The Kasetka can also have some other cool things to it, like a sonar station. You have kind of guided missiles. The guided missiles are actually pretty fun. Weapon workshop, moonpool vehicles. The Sparrow is another really good reason why, because the Sparrow, it's like a really fast helicopter. You could spam the missiles as fast as you can. You can spawn it beside you in a matter of like a second. It's probably the best helicopter in the game. One of the best helicopters in the game. But the Kasetka is by far the best way to make money in GTA Online. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.